Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We will start a new example for master budgeting. We have here summary of the types of master budget. Here we have mainly two groups: operating budget. Have here operating budget, and the group number two is financial budget. Group number one, operating budget, related to budget that is performed or that is prepared for 1 year, short-term budget, which are prepared for 1 year period, and financial budget, which constitute of budgets that can be prepared for more than 1 year, like capital expenditure budget. And we have other budgets that are typically prepared for 1 year period and divided for quarters or monthly periods, like cash budget. Here we will start with a comprehensive example that consists of operating budgets and financial budgets. We will start with operating budget. The first step in operating budget is revenue budget or sales budget. Here, sales budget or revenue budget, the first budget prepared is the first budget we prepare, and the other budget depends on the sales budget or the revenue budget. In course, in profit-oriented companies or organizations, derive from sales forecast. How we can prepare the sales budget from what we call sales forecast or sales predictions. We will predict the quantities we anticipate to sell in the future. For example, if we assume that here we are in 2020, and we assume that we want to prepare a budget for the future for the year 2021. Here we want to forecast sales, forecast the quantity that will be sold, or that will be or that we anticipate to sell in the next year, and the sales price we anticipate to sell in the next year. Every other budget depends on sales budget. Here we mean that the cornerstone or the starting point in budgeting process is to start with sales budget or revenue budget, and every other budget depends on the figures or amounts that are shown in sales budget, prepared by multiplying expected unit sales. We anticipate the expected units to be sold, and for each product times anticipated unit selling price. Here we will start with a comprehensive example. We have his company, expected sales volume. His company expect to sell 3,000 units in the first quarter of the next year, and with a 500 unit increase in each succeeding quarter. Here the example divide the year in 4 quarters: quarter number 1, quarter number 2, quarter number 3, quarter number 4, and the whole year. We assume that the budget is for the coming year, which we assume it at 2014. Here we know that we are in 2020, and we must consider that the coming year is 2021. But for this example, we assume that the coming year is 2014. Okay. Then we assume that we are in 2013, and we want to prepare budget for the next period, which is 2014. Here the company, his company, anticipated that they will sell 3,000 units in the first quarter of 2014, and will increase the sales will increase, or anticipated to be increased, for 500 units each quarter. units that in this sales budget we start with the company name, his company, the statement title, sales budget, and the period that the budget covered for the year ended December 31st of December 2014. We start with expected unit sales. Here the first quarter, we expect to sell 3,000 units, as the question mentioned, and we expect to increase this units by 500 units each quarter. Here, 3,000 plus 3,000 plus 500, we have 3,500, and then plus 500. Then we have here 3,500 plus 500, we have 4,000, and we have 500 here. 4,000 plus 500, we have 4,500. Total sales for the year is 3,000 plus 3,500 plus 4,000 plus 4,500, we have 15,000 units. And we anticipate that sales or selling price per unit is $60. Then unit selling price multiplied by 60, multiplied by 60, multiplied by 60. Then we have 3,000 multiplied by $60 per unit. We have here $180,000. 3,500 units multiplied by $60 per unit. We have 210,000 units, $210,000. And 4,000 units multiplied by $60 per unit, we have $240,000 in total sales for the third quarter. For the fourth quarter, 4,500 units multiplied by $60 per unit, we have $270,000 in total sales. And the total of the year, we anticipate that we have the total of these 4 quarters, which 900,000 units, or simply 15,000 units multiplied by $60 per unit, we have $9,000 in total sales. This is the first budget for his company, and this budget is the starting point for all other budgets, and it's very important to predict these amounts correctly, because any deviation or any variance that is more than anticipated or that is large will cause the other budget to be unrealistic. Okay, this is the first budget we have here. The second budget will be the production budget. We have assumed that this company is a manufacturing company, and his company, we assume that is a manufacturing company. Then we must prepare production budget. Production budget is the second step for the same period, which is for 2014. We divide our year to 4 quarters. Then we have here, if the first step in preparing production budget is to start with expected unit sales, which is from the previous slide, which is from sales budget. Expected unit sales 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, etc. Here we have 3,000, 3,500, 4,000, 4,500, and we have here what we have here 15,000 units. Here 15,000 units. Then we have here the question said that his company believes it can meet future sales needs with an ending inventory of 20% of next quarter sales. Then we have to note that his company wants to have an inventory in the ending of each quarter that is equals to 20% of next quarter sales. Then the first quarter, we anticipate that we will sell 3,000 units, and we want ending inventory to be in the store that is equal to 20% of the next quarter sales. Here quarter 1, next quarter is quarter 2. Then the ending inventory for quarter 1 is 20% of the second quarter. Then 20% of 3,500, 20% multiplied by 3,500 equals to 700 units, then this is the ending or desired ending inventory for the first quarter. The second quarter here is desired ending inventory as 800, which is 20% multiplied by 4,000 units. The next quarter, the second quarter, we have here the next quarter of the second quarter is the third quarter. Then we have 20% multiplied by the next quarter sales. Next quarter sales of the second quarter is the third quarter. Then we have 4,000 multiplied by 20% equals to 800 here. 800 here. Okay. And 900 is the same. 900 as 20% multiplied by next quarter expected sales, which is 4,500. 20% multiplied by 4,500 equals to 900 units. Finally, we have here 1,000 units. 1,000 units here. He mentioned that we have expected 2015 first quarter sales to be 5,000 units. If we anticipate that the increasing in units is 500 also for the first quarter of 2015, we have here 2015 first quarter, then we can anticipate that for the first quarter here we have 4,500, the expected sales of the fourth quarter plus 500, which is mentioned in the previous slide, 500 increase in each quarter. Then we have 4,500 plus 500 equals to 5,000 units. 5,000 units here for the first quarter of 2015 multiplied by 20%, 20% here, 20% here, we have 1,000 units. Then here we can continue and set that we have expected that we want to sell or we will sell 3,000 units in the first quarter, and we want 700 to remain in the store. Then we want to produce 3,000 to sell it and 700 to remain in the store. Then we want to produce 3,000 plus 700, 3,700 units, total required units for the first quarter. Similarly, for the second quarter, we anticipate to sell 3,500 units, and we want 800 to remain in the store. Then we want to produce 3,500 plus 800 equals to 5,300 in the second quarter, and third quarter 4,900, 5,500 for the first quarter, etc. Here we must subtract beginning finished goods inventory. Why? Because beginning finished goods inventory is already in the store. We don't want or we don't need to produce these units because it's already produced in the previous quarters. Here we have, let's start with the second quarter. Ending inventory for the first quarter is the beginning inventory for the second quarter. Ending inventory for the second quarter is the beginning for the third quarter. Ending inventory for the third is the beginning for the fourth quarter, and etc. And we have 2013 here, and we have in 2013 quarter number 4. Ending inventory for quarter number 4 is beginning inventory for quarter number 1 of 2014. Ending inventory for quarter number 4 in 2013 is the beginning inventory for quarter number 1 in 2014. Then we have here, what is the ending inventory of quarter 4? 20% of the next quarter. Quarter 4, next quarter here is quarter 1. Then the 20% of sales, 20% of 3,000, like here 20,000, 20%, sorry, of the next quarter, 20% of 3,500 is 700, and 20% of 4,000 is 800, 20% of 4,500 is 900. Here 800 from 2% multiplied by 4,000 is 800, 20% multiplied by 4,500 is 900, etc. And we have here for quarter number 4 of the previous year of 2013, the ending desired inventory is 20% of the next quarter. Next quarter is 20% of 3,000 is 600. X 600 here 600 units. Then اللي هي ايش اللي هي it's ايش for finished ending desired ending finished goods for quarter 4 2013. Then 20% of 3,000 quarter 4 here. The next quarter is quarter 1. Here we have 20% of 3,000, which is 600 units. The ending inventory of quarter 4 of 2013 is the beginning inventory of quarter 1 2014, because it's the next quarter of quarter 4. The next quarter is quarter 1. Then 600 will be the first the beginning inventory of the first quarter of 2014. Then we have here finally we can have how many units must be produced. We have 3,700 needed, minus already we have in the store 600 from the previous year. Then we have 3,700 minus 600. We have 3,100. This is each. This is required production units. We must produce 3,100 in the first quarter. Here we have 4,300 required for the second period, the second quarter, and we have 700 from the previous quarter already produced. Then we have 4,300 minus 700 units. 4,300 minus 700 units equals to 3,600 we must produce, and etc etc. 4,100, 4,600. If we add 3,100, 3,600, 4,100, 4,600, we have 15,400 units we must produce in the year of 2014. Here, if we go and set that if we produce 3,100 in the first quarter, then we have here from the previous quarter 600. Then we have produced 3,100, and from the previous quarter we have 600. Then we have 3,500. We anticipate to sell 3,000. Then we must have in the store at the ending of this period 700, and etc. for the next quarters of the 2014. Okay, for the year we have 15,000, as we said in the previous slide. 15,000 units anticipated to sell for the year. And here desired ending finished goods. Desired ending finished goods for the year is the ending of the 2014 year is the ending of fourth quarter. The ending of fourth quarter is 31st of December. First quarter we have 31st of March is the ending of first quarter. Here second quarter we have 3 months, 3 months, 3 months, 3 months as 13th of June. Here is 13th of September, and here we have 31st of December. The ending of fourth quarter is the ending of the year. Then the ending of the fourth quarter is the ending of the year. Then we have here the ending inventory for the year is 1,000. It's not the summation of these units or of these amounts. It's simply the ending of the first quarter. Then we have here total required units for the year is 16,000 units. We have here 16,000 units. Then we must subtract the beginning inventory of the year. The beginning inventory of the year is the beginning inventory of the first quarter. 1st of January is the beginning of the first quarter and the beginning of the year, which is 600. Here we have here 600 units. Then 600 units. We have 16,000 minus 600. We have 15,400 units. This to conclude our second production budget, or second budget for operating budget, which is production budget. Then we must continue in the next video the other budgets and to continue our case company example. Thank you.